Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the Shangri Easter egg with the focusing stone. And to start off, you need to do the eclipse. And that's pretty much for each part of the Easter egg, you need to do the eclipse. And so what you need to do is get 4 people, stand by these buttons, and all press it at the same time. And that will activate, as you can see. And then, so now the first part is, Sustains is going over there to talk to the British guy. He's like a statue sitting right over there. You'll hear him talking. And what you need to do is, my role is right now, is I'm going over here to the stones, and basically I call him out to the person over there. So this one's a crescent moon, you can see, so I told him crescent moon. And now he's going to try to find the crescent moon. It's basically the same as it is over here. So he's going to look for the crescent moon, and then once he finds it, he's going to stand on it, and then I'm going to stand at the same time, and it's going to shrink into the ground or disappear. Now if you do it wrong though, it could cause you to start all over, but right now it doesn't matter. But the way you do it wrong is if the person over there stands on the incorrect one, like, you just can't really step on any of them, you just have to look at them. Like I'm doing, I like slowly walk up to them and look, because if you stand on them, you basically ruin it. So I'm just going to fast forward here, show you all the different tablets in case you like can't find all of them. They're pretty much all in this area, and they're in the same spot I think every time, so it shouldn't matter. So I'm just gonna let this run. Okay, so just gonna slow it down here. Now, after you touch the final one, which is about right now, you're gonna see, you're gonna hear a bunch of sounds, and that confirms that you've done the Easter egg right. And to make sure you also did it right, the eclipse will go away. But for this first step, it takes a little bit, but on other steps, it'll be like right away almost. It'll be a little bit delayed, but so you'll see right here, the eclipse will go away, and that's how you know you did it right. Okay, so for part 2 of the Easter egg, you're going to want to be at the top of the slide, one person, and the other 3 are going to be down the slide, waiting for you to come down on these pressure plates. Now, the people at the bottom are going to be standing on these pressure plates, and you'll see them in a second, but when the person going down the slide, they need to land right on the thing and stand still, because otherwise the thing will not work, the Easter egg, and you'll have to redo it, which isn't a big deal, I guess, but just stand still like I did right there. And see where they're standing, and then the eclipse will go away if you did it right, and then you'll know. Okay, so now for part 3, you're going to have to activate the eclipse again, and you're going to go by the slide, and all 4 people should go to the top of the slide. And I just heard that massive fart, I don't know what the heck that was, but okay, so you want to come over to the slide, and this is going to require grenades and a shrink ray. So one person chuck a grenade or something and knock it down, and then the person with the shrink ray is going to use it on the meteor, shoot it, and then you're going to knife it, and it's going to roll down the slide, and you're going to follow it if you want to see what's going on. So we just followed it, and basically it rolls up into the geyser, and in order to get it out of the geyser, you're going to have to stand on the geyser. See it rolling, just went over there. Now you guys stand on it, and it's going to shoot up and land on one of those orb catchers. See, the first orb was from the stones, but here comes the second orb, and there you go. Okay, so for part 4, you're going to want to turn that dial 4 times right there, that to the right, and then bring the napalm zombie, yes, the napalm zombie, through the gas chambers. And there's a lever next to the dial too, but you're going to have to pull that after you're done, bringing him through all these chambers, because basically the guy's trapped, and you need to burn up the gas, because otherwise he'll die. So what we're going to do is lure the napalm zombie through this corridor, and just lead him through here. Alright, so I'm just going to speed this up now, and yeah, but basically you have to bring him through that whole tunnel, right there. Then you have to bring him all the way through to the power room. And basically what's happening is he's burning up the gas that's on the side. You can hear Nikolai just said something about the gas, but you can't really understand him because I have it going fast. And so you just bring him in here, and once you get him into the power room, he's basically burned up all the gas throughout the chambers or whatever. So you run back and you pull that lever that I showed earlier. And now I'm just waiting. So now he's going back to the lever, and the napalm zombie is just following him probably right now. And if you get to this part, don't blow up the napalm zombie just yet, because you have to be careful that the Easter egg works as part of it, because this one's kind of touchy. So we're just gonna wait, and here he pulls the lever, you can hear it, and that's how you know that this part worked. And of course the clips will go away to confirm it. And there it is. That's part 4. Okay, so now for part 5, you need to take spike Morse, and as you can hear him. Okay, so what you need to do is plug these holes, because the British guy, needs to get out of the water, and there won't be enough pressure, so you need to plug these water holes so that when you turn on the waterfall, they can get out and overrise, and then wherever they are, get out of their hole or whatever. So you need to basically line up these spike motors with the hole like I just did right there. And you need to have crawlers or something. As you can see, the napalm guy is blowing them all up. So we already plugged a hole, I think, maybe 2. And we have some crawlers around the map right now that are running around, and we're going to use them to plug up, or blow up the claymores so that they plug up the holes. But once you blow up the claymores and plug all the holes, there's a spot right where I'm standing. There's on the middle, like, little thing by the waterfall. There's like these bricks, and it says "Don't hold X." You want to run up to that and hold X. I'm sure you'll find it, and I'm sure if you watch any other videos, you'll see it. But I'm not the one who pressed X, so you didn't really get to see that. So now right here, one of the crawlers walks into the claymore and he blows it up, and the round ends. But all the holes are blocked. So now Sustains presses X on the don't hold X, and they get out. You'll hear right here. So now we freed them, and that's the end of the part 5, and the clips went away to confirm it. Okay, so for part 6, you want to activate the clips again, and now we're gonna knife these 12 stones that are hidden around the map. And I'm sure there's guides out there like telling you exactly where all 12 are, and I think they're always in the same spot. But we just ran around and looked for everything, and you see me knifing something I thought was a stone, but it wasn't. So anyway, I'm just gonna speed through this, show some of the locations of the stones. But yeah, like I said, if you want to find it, they have guides out there, I'm sure, for all 12 stone locations, which I couldn't do because someone already had knifed them too anyway, and I didn't want to like just run around and show you guys. Because my video is about the whole Easter egg, not just the 12 things, So okay, I think now we had all of them except one. So we're looking for the last one, and turns out it's over here by the gun. And you can see it's sometimes hard to knife, and I almost died right here. So dumb traps. So yeah, once you do all those, you want to take your grenade and throw it over there. It's gonna be right over here. There is a tent you have to blow up. Okay, so, but the Easter egg, or the tent I should say, is right over here. It should be right there where I'm looking right now. Like right in that spot, you'll see a fire going. But I think he already blew it up, and that's why it's just taking a little bit for the clips to go away. And there it is. So that's part 6. Okay, so for part 7, you need to turn these dials to match certain numbers, and I just got a clip, or a quick clip of them right there. That's only footage I get of it since I don't know how to do it, and I have Sustains do it instead, so I'm sorry I didn't get the footage, guys. But yeah, you want to activate the eclipse, and we're just waiting for Prodigy here. He's getting those big traps right up his butt. But anyway, so you're gonna want to start the clips, and then he's basically, I'm just gonna speed this up. He's gonna turn the dials, and he has a limited amount of time since the clips last for like a tiny bit. But anyway, so once he turns in the right things and waits like a second or two, the clip should go away and we'll be fine. And you see Prodigy just shot this thing randomly. But anyway, so here it is, and that's part 7. Okay, so now for part 8, you're going to want to hit these gons, and you see how it lights up red if it's the wrong gon. And what you want to do is find 4 of the gons that are going to work, and when you hit them, they don't light up red. They just don't do anything to the orbs. And there's 8 of them around the map, and they're always switched every game, so I really can't tell you exactly where they're going to be, but you just look around in the outside parts of the map and you'll find them. So right now, we're just testing to see which gons are going to work, and we're going to assign people to certain gons. See over here, it's one, lights up red, makes a weird noise. And when we do hit a correct one, it doesn't light up red and it makes a nice lawn noise, so that's how you know the difference. You can see right here I hit it, and they do not light up red. So now I'm just going to skip ahead to the part where we all hit them, and I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so for the final part, I just count all this as a final part. You're going to want to activate the eclipse, and once you know all the gon positions, you're going to want to run to your gon. And once you get, everybody gets over there, you're all going to knife at the same time. It has to be the same time. And once that happens, the balls should light up the orbs, and they should turn into like a Treyarch symbol. You'll see that in a few seconds. Or Treyarch, I said Treyarch. And you'll see that right here. And there they are. And once that happens, you're going to want the person with the shrink ray, which is Prodigy, to come over and shoot the orb with the one ray I'm standing by right now. And when he shoots it, there's going to be a stick of dynamite that falls out. And you're going to see where you're supposed to stand and how you're going to catch it, because if you don't catch it, you have to redo this part. So you'll see him in a few seconds and look up, and he'll shoot it, and you'll see a stick of dynamite fall out, or a couple sticks actually. So there it is, and I catch it. So now what we're going to do is run over here, and that orb straight ahead of me to the left, right, you'll see it again. The orb that Prodigy shoots at right now, you're gonna, right there, that one, you're gonna wanna shoot that, and it's gonna ricochet off all the orbs, and it's gonna shrink the giant meteor, which is the focusing stone that you later get. You can see it just shrunk, and it's inside the temple now. So you wanna do is, we're gonna activate the Pack-a-Punch, and Sustains, I guess, wants to get the focusing stone. That's why he's telling me to get off this Pack-a-Punch right here. But guess what, buddy? I got the dynamite, and you're going to see what happens later, so I'm just going to fast forward this. It's pretty funny, actually. Probably one of the funniest things I've actually seen in zombies, as far as player-wise. So we're just going to activate the Pack-a-Punch. And there you go. And now, what happens is you'll see that the Pack-a-Punch isn't there anymore. And there's just a wall. And let's slow it down for you. Now I have the dynamite, so I can actually see inside. You're going to see the focusing stone right there sitting. And you plant the dynamite by pressing X against the wall. And when you do it, he tells you to get back, which you don't really need to get back, but that's why I didn't get back, because I want the stone. And you're going to see what happens when, because he has a recorder. Watch this. Grab it, get all 7 perks. Nice. There's your achievement, time travel, and look what happens. Oh, you just took the stone, I'm raging. So yep, the guy raged just because of that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This took a lot of time to make, especially the tutorial. So please subscribe, rate, comment, and even favorite.